you guys say better to have a girl with a low body count, but at same time, give advice on how to get sex after the first date. If a girl gives it up quickly, then wouldn't that mean she probably has a high body count? What am I asking here? What am I missing here? Well, bro, again, we tell you guys to not get with hoes, okay? We teach you how to deal with hoes and how to get hoes, but the point is that we teach you how to do that so you can identify hoes and then you don't take them seriously. That's the point here. You know, I know I got into a whole discussion with these tradcons on Twitter about this shit. Like, oh, you guys talk about degeneracy, but you guys promote degeneracy. The reality is feminism is here. The sexual liberation is here. Women aren't going to change. They're going to continue to be more promiscuous. If anything, it's going to get worse before it gets better. So what I'm saying is you got to just understand how to deal with modern day women. And a big part of dealing with modern day women is identifying the girls that are the promiscuous ones. How are you going to identify that? You do it through trends, through traits, through dealing with them and understanding certain behaviors and certain characteristics. And then bam, you're able to detect, okay, this girl's probably a 304. And you're not going to know that unless you have experience. Or you could be one of these fucking, Christ pill people and be like, oh, I'm just going to commit to the first girl that touches my pee-pee. And then she's going to sell you a dream, make it look like she's an innocent girl, whatever. And then 4 or 5 years later, you're getting divorced and you didn't see it coming because you don't understand female nature. So again, I'm not telling you guys that religion is bad or anything else like that. All I'm simply saying is that religion isn't going to save you from modern day women and the court system, which doesn't give a fuck about the church and how you got married until death do us part. Women are incentivized nowadays to divorce you, take your money, take the kids, get the alimony, etc. So we're preparing you guys for the new normal. So what I'm saying is, yes, you go out with the girls, you identify the girls that are the whores, and then you just don't commit to those girls. That's what it is. It's so that you understand what you're doing. It's like leveling up, man. You play World of Warcraft, you level up, you got to kill the grunts and shit like that. That's what you got to do with this shit. You got to smash some whores, deal with some promiscuous girls here, deal with maybe a good girl here, and you'll be able to identify the good girls much faster and much easier when you do deal with one, when you deal with a bunch of 304s.
It's about awareness. And today we're going to see from their own mouth how they maneuver and what they're actually about. So that's actually a very good segue. But real quick, we have a Castleclub as well. It's Showtime says, W Fresh, you held it down last after hours, bro. W Chris, who's walling on them hoes. I want to say I really like the girls' written questions at the end of the show before last thoughts. It made everything lighthearted. That was true.
I wish y'all saw what happened after the show. Bro, the girl cried, bro.
I didn't want to post it, man.
Chris made the girl cry, bro.
Yeah.
This shit was fucking crazy, man.
But hold on. To be fair, she did bring it up first and call him a B word.
Yeah, she called him a bitch, yeah.
So, I mean, what can you do, bro? They're going to cry if you roast them. And then Jordan says, who do you recommend watching or learning from when it comes to improving SEO and marketing? By the way, WGTA loading screen, Fresh goes hard. Shout out to Kendall Studio again for that intro screen. For SEO, who's a good person for SEO, actually? But last time I remember, that wasn't a big thing as well for, platforms anymore, SEO.
Yeah, it's not as big on YouTube.
It's kind of like died down a lot.
Yeah.
So
not as big as it used to be on YouTube, man.
Yeah.
Maybe on Google. I don't know.
But not anymore. Okay, cool.
Rumble rants or
Rumble as well?
We got to screen them first.
Okay,
cool.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we'll do today's topic.
Yeah. So we'll read the Rumble rants after. If you guys want to get your chat shown on screen faster, it's fnfsuperchat.com, or you could do the Rumble rants. The problem with the Rumble rants is that we have to screen them first. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
So just give us a little bit of time because y'all be walling out in there and you guys use crazy names and say crazy things. So we always have to screen them first. Okay.
Yeah, so today's topic was regarding this video that we saw. And it's funny because most times, more than not, women will say one thing but do the opposite. And this video kind of highlights basically we say about girls on the show. And the lifestyle that they live is based off of how they feel more than what is logical. So the video is here, as you can see, coming up to break down as well what we talk about on the show. All right, just put some volume on it and we should be good to go here.
Pendeja. He has me blocked on all social medias, but we're still together.
I'm a pendeja. I went through his phone and saw that he was talking to other girls, but I still stayed.
I'm a pendeja. He said he didn't want a relationship, but like doing relationship things with me, so I stayed.
I'm a pendeja. He cheated on me 3 times, but I still bought him his PS5.
I'm a pendeja. He would constantly call me when I was out with friends, but when he would go out, I wasn't allowed. And he would actually turn off his phone.
I'm a pendeja. I got his initial tatted on me, and he didn't even ask me to be his girlfriend.
I'm a pendeja. He cheated on me with my best friend, and now we're engaged.
I'm a pendeja. He said he would change, and 10 years later, he's still the same.
I'm a pendeja. He said it would just be me after a few threesomes, but here we are on number 8.
I'm a pendeja. We've been dating for 2 years, but he's still not ready to introduce me to his family.
Okay, that was pretty much in a nutshell how they maneuver. Now let me ask you this, guys. In this instance here, so women will say one thing and do the opposite, and this pertains to being a nice guy. So you're a nice guy, and you don't get the girlfriend or the girl that you want. It's because you're showcasing things that are not leadership material or qualities. And they're saying in a nutshell, if you're the bad boy, the asshole to her, what happens? They stay. So pendeja, I mean, it's idiot basically in Spanish, right, Mo?
A bitch.
Oh, there you go.
Female.
Really?
Not so many words. I thought it was idiot. No.
No, but you can say that, like, but it's like
Anyway.
bitch. Like the universal term of pendeja is like bitch.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But it just goes to show that being a nice guy, like I said before, isn't all it's cut out to be. And you finish last. So in this case, regarding this video, how many guys out there right now want a girlfriend or girl, but they don't know how to do it? They act really nice, super nice and generous, without having the leadership skills. I want to say that show. I want to say drive and energy to go for what they want. Myron, real quick, when it comes to this video, what are your thoughts on it?
I mean, it displays what we've told you guys on this podcast a million times, and you know, obviously they're doing it, you know, for some comedy. Like, oh yeah, you said we do it you know, we've been doing threesomes, and you said it'd just be me, blah blah blah. So obviously they're sensationalizing it a little bit for comedy, but there is a dark element of truth to a lot of the things that those girls are saying, guys. And the reality is that women respect men that treat them like crap, and the reason why is because women respect men that are superior to them. I tweeted the other day and I said, I don't treat women as equals. I think that they're inferior, right? And I don't mean that as in like from a human life perspective, but what I mean as in women don't want their equal. They want a man that's better than them in height, strength, competence, income, etc. And when you're a nice guy, what you're inadvertently doing is you're telling the girl that she has more value than you. And that's why girls are repulsed by nice guys, because they know deep down, like, damn, this guy's treating me nice. He's probably lower value than me.
Yes.
And women don't respond favorably to men that they think they have higher value than. Women want men that are better than them. And the reason why women love assholes, guys, if we're going to put it nice and succinctly, is because assholes, their behaviors demonstrate higher value. There's no bigger form of demonstrating higher value as a man than treating a woman poorly. Because what you're basically telling her through your actions, by the way, is you're indifferent to you're indifferent to her. You don't care. You're going to treat her the way that's most convenient for you. You're not going to pedestalize her, and what she's going to, and you can take it or fucking leave it. And women respond to that favorably, unfortunately, because women respond to men that are better than them. And when you treat a girl like an asshole and a dick, what you're telling her basically through your actions is, I'm better than you, bitch, and I'm going to continue to do what I want to do. You can stick here if you want, but I don't need you. And then you add on top of that you might have some money. You add on top of that you might have some status. You add on top of that you're in good shape. You add on top of that other women want you. They can't. Very few women are able to find a guy that has all these traits. So if they're able to find a guy that has these traits, they stick like fucking glue. And the reason why is because most guys kiss their ass and pedestalize them. And girls will take it for a bit, right? Like, you know, maybe she has an asshole boyfriend and then she'll leave him and then she'll go ahead and rebound with a really nice guy. But within a week or two, she's bored of that fucking guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then she goes back to her ex eventually. And the reason why is because women cannot respect men that respect them more than they respect the guy. Damn. That makes sense. That's the reality. So that's why being a nice guy is always going to set you guys up for failure. It always fails.
Well said. So we made a list here of today, guys, of 3 things you have to avoid, or I want to say curve, for being a nice guy. And number 1 is going to be being nice. You don't ask or push for what you really want, and you can't lead. So you brought up as well, guys being boring, being too nice, which is very true. But also women see that they can't lead them for anything or family. So what's going to happen is in this situation, they might be cool with you, be nice to you, you know, maybe play along, but they'll never give you the box or real desire. So they'll put you in a friend zone and make sure that you're one of these guys that are cool with them, but they can use you and abuse you. Now, granted, the video that we just saw earlier is funny, but it's real because the guys that they're staying with actually don't care. They actually do cheat. They don't respond to them. Don't take them serious, and they still stay. But why is that? They show leadership qualities. So, and end all be all, listen, if you're a nice guy, I get it. You can be nice, but you have to learn to say no and go for after what you want. If you're too nice and too available, and you're too easy to, like, I want to say manipulate, they're going to use you and abuse you, honestly.
Yeah, man. And here's the other thing too, man. This is actually a pretty good sign to tell if a girl's like a 304. When girls deal with a lot of bad boys or a lot of assholes or whatever it may be, and then they meet a nice guy, 9 out of 10 times what they'll do is they'll fucking punish that nice guy. And what I mean by that is you'll give her really good treatment and she'll treat you like shit. She'll cheat on you. She'll talk to other guys. She'll embarrass you in public, etc. That's actually a telltale sign when you're a nice guy and girls treat you very poorly for doing so. 3 or 4.
100%.
10 times, man.
I'll never forget. We were in Vegas. We brought this up many times before. We saw a guy and a girl at a slot machine, and the woman was shouting at him, berating him.
Yeah, she'd beat his
And I'm
ass.
like, how did it get to this point where he's hitting him, shouting at him in public?
He was a nice guy for too long.
Because too nice for too long. It's crazy, but it's reality.
Yeah, man. Guys, like, and this is why I always tell you guys, like, when people say, you know, girls like to say dumb shit like, oh, we're equal partnership, right?
Yeah.
Or we're equal partners. Like, no, bro. Like, there's no such thing as equality in the relationship. As soon as you treat your girls as equal, that's when the disrespect is gonna come. Like, me and Angie aren't fucking equals. Like, she's not my partner. She's not my life partner. That's fucking stupid. You know what I mean? She's my chick, and she's basically a subordinate of mine. And that's how you guys need to treat it. And that's what women respect. That's what they admire. And that's what they want to follow. But whenever you go in this, like, paradigm that a lot of guys have where it's like, oh, me and my girl, like, we're partners, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, dude, no. You're the fucking leader, and she's there to assist you. That's how it's got to be. You're the captain of the ship, and she's your first mate. You're the fucking pilot. She's a flight attendant. Once you have that frame, you're going to go a lot further because in that frame, you assume authority. But whenever you try to make it equal, that's when the disrespect comes. And that's what fucking nice guys do a lot of the times. Nice guys, once again, don't understand that there's a hierarchy in relationships, and they treat the girl and pedestalize her. Like, that shit's, it never works when you're too much of a nice guy, bro.
I would argue on that pedestal, they put themselves last and the girl first.
Yeah.
And that dynamic, how can you lead? You're behind everything else. You're the last person on the list.
Yeah.
So that's a very good point.
You know? And here's the other thing, too, I want to say. The other problem, too, when you make your girl equal is that you lose the responsibility, right? So, like, if you guys are equal, then you both have equal responsibility. Paying bills half and half. She pays for dates and shit like that, half and half. Like, you never want that frame, right? Like, I'm telling you guys to be leaders, etc., but that comes with responsibility. Like, you need to be able to pay the bill, be able to take her out. You know, she just shows up and be pretty, and then you take care of everything else. Like that, obviously that authority comes with responsibility. So a lot of you guys, to be honest with y'all, are fucking brokies, and you want your girl to cook and clean for you and do all this shit, but you're a fucking bum. You don't deserve that shit. That's the reality. Like today, for example, some fucking guy, right? A guy, he DMs me, spamming me, dude. Myron, I need your help. Myron, I need your help. I was like, what the fuck, man? So I look at it, and he's like, yo, I was being a dick to my girl, and she left me. And I was like, well, I mean, what the fuck, man? And then obviously do some investigating, figure out the dude's a fucking brokey. And I'm like, bro, you can't even afford $200. Like, you need a fucking, like, this is an emergency. No wonder she left your ass. Like, the thing is this. If you're a brokey, right, the girl might not necessarily leave you for the money. But I'll tell you this. It was a huge contributing factor to her decision when she does leave you, right? Now, girls are never going to say, oh, I left him because he was broke. They're going to say stupid shit like, oh, he wasn't ambitious, he was boring, blah, blah, blah. But they're never going to say, I'm leaving him because he's broke. But it's a very big portion of the package, right, as to why girls will leave you if you're not financially secure. So this dude is over here worrying about a chick that broke up with him. Oh, I love her, blah, blah, blah. But you're a fucking brokey. Yeah. Bro, you need to focus on yourself and make some goddamn money, because I guarantee you being a brokey led to her leaving you as well, because he said, I was being an asshole to her. Well, guess what? You can't be an asshole and be broke. You can't fucking do that shit, all right? Because you're on a time clock when you do that dumb shit. So, guys, if you're a fucking brokey and you got a girl and you can't provide for her, you can't take care of her, etc., bro, you probably shouldn't even be bothering dating, bro. Be honest with y'all. You need to be the fucking man. And the thing is, too, I want to also say, because on this podcast, we criticize women a lot. We criticize women for being whores. We criticize women for being fat, obnoxious, not feminine, etc. But if you want a girl to be that girl to you, you need to be the fucking man. You need to literally be the man. I posted this on my Twitter. There was a girl, right? She commented on Reddit. And she said, my boyfriend, he's actually, matter of fact, bro, I want to read this shit to y'all, because, yo, this is why I want y'all to, like, really, can we pull up my Twitter real fast, actually? Let me show this to them real quick, because I want, this is going to explain to the audience what the fuck they need to, like, the mindset that you guys need to have. It's literally, I'm gonna say not crazy. You could just like scroll down and you'll see it. Yeah, let's find out. It's gonna be a repost from Richard Cooper.
Let's find out only.
So right there, boom, right there.
Okay. Thank God.
Shout out to Rich Cooper. So this, can we enlarge this real quick?
Damn it.
Okay. My boyfriend is such an achiever. Right. So My boyfriend is intimidating. Ivy League, fitness freak, plays multiple instruments, and has a career that is just insane. He's also sweet, funny, and a caring person. However, living together is tough. It's almost like living with a machine. He's up at 5 a.m., hits the gym, heads to the office, then comes back like 7 p.m., reads the news or writes to his correspondence, and then heads to bed. His phone is always ringing. Business, friends, academics, invites to charity events, you name it. It's just very intimidating. I know a lot of women think that this is the ideal man. It's weird. I think so many men I've met been pushed away from masculine norms, but when you actually meet someone who is in every sense the traditional man, it's frightening. It's like living with a force of nature, someone who is on a mission to the very top. I'm not like that. I
like to bake cookies with my girlfriend.
Okay.
I had a brunch with the girls.
Where am I at?
I'm not like that.
Okay, I'm not like that. I like to bake cookies with my girlfriends and have brunch with the girls. I want to lay in on the weekend. Most of the friends who are girls love to work, but we all have other priorities. To be honest, although a lot of us say we want to be a girl boss, most of us really just want to live a quiet, happy life and have a family. Anyways, I feel like I shouldn't stop him. I should not get in the way. It makes me feel very insecure. Guys, this is how your girlfriend needs to feel about you. Okay? That is literally like you can't put it in another.
That's perfect, actually.
Yeah, because he's so focused on his mission that she feels like she's second or third place, and she knows that, like, holy fuck, like, this is the fucking guy. I want your woman to feel like that about you guys, so you can't be a fucking brokey, and you can't be too much of a nice guy either.
So there's another side to this coin as well. You meet a girl, you're doing pretty well for yourself, and you're a yes man. You're a nice guy. Whatever she wants to do, you do. Trips, girls trips, maybe shopping. And what happens is you become the guy that says yes to her at all times, and you lose frame in your business. So one moment you're up top of the hill, making moves, making business deals happen, getting some money, becoming that guy. And then you become the nice guy that says, hey, I got my dream girl. I'll do whatever she wants. And then slowly but surely you go on this hill of like regret. You miss opportunities for your girl. Because you put her on a pedestal, you put her first. Rather than putting yourself first, like the guy you saw in the Reddit post, and that becomes your actual identity. You cater to your girl nonstop, you become the guy that she doesn't want anymore.
Yeah,
so that's true.
And I want to also make this very clear too. Like, we're not telling y'all to like tell your girl, oh, you're a stupid bimbo. Yeah, I'm not a nice guy. I can make fun of my girl. No, what I'm saying is that your mission needs to be ahead of you so hard that she's not the priority of your life, and you're prioritizing your mission. That in itself is not being a nice guy, because you're not putting her on a pedestal. You're putting your career and yourself on the pedestal first, and then she benefits as a byproduct. That's not being that is having frame, and that's not being a nice guy.
To make it clear, if you gotta tell her that you're not a nice guy, that's a problem. She should see it in your actions, your confidence, your work ethic. Oh, this guy's on point. He ain't playing games here. He's serious. When he says go, I'm gonna ask how far to go. It's like she's gonna see the guy that is actually who she wants to be with, and that level of tenacity, hardship, drive, and effort. Damn, he's on his purpose. I don't want to mess it up. I'm gonna just follow his lead. That's what it should be.
Yeah, and that does the trick, guys. We're not telling you to fucking be an asshole to your girlfriend, but what I'm saying is that you don't put her first, and by you not putting her first, you're basically not making her. You're not being a nice guy.